Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in this wonderful world of ours. Welcome. Happy Monday, whether it's Easter Monday, whether it's a regular Monday for you, whether you're at work, whether you're at home, whether you're at school, whether you're at a ball game somewhere in this world of ours. Hello to everyone out there. I see a lot of familiar names. I see Ezra, Shreddy, Fanatics, that 90s guy, EVC, Gristle Whistle, Cub fans, Steve, Stormin 48, Melbert's 20, and so many more. Good to see you guys from all over the world. We've got people joining. We've got South Korea, we've got New Zealand, we've got Germany, we've got Switzerland, of course, America, USA, and Canada, and a few other countries. Looks like we have about 9 countries viewing from all over our world. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? Is it leftover time? Are you enjoying the leftovers? Turkey, ham, whatever it might be that you may have served over the weekend. Episode number 85. Have you assembled the proper pieces yet? Have you assembled the pieces to your team? Do you have some of the meta? Whether it's a bronze tournament, whether it's your perfect drafts, whether it's your regular league play, are you kicked up into OOTP 24 mode yet? I'm kind of not. I only have kind of one team really going right now. And even then, I haven't paid a lot of attention to it. So hopefully you guys are on the right track. And yes, always at the beginning, I kind of get a big group of those ads out of the way. So it's going to be 7, 8, 6, whatever ads it might be, getting out of the way, because I don't want to be interrupted 3 minutes into the broadcast. So I always wait until that first group of ads, and then pre-rolls are off. So if you're joining a little bit later, you're not going to get that pre-roll. You're going to get right into the action. All right. Speaking of right into the action, again, how you guys doing? We got Super Hash Bread with back-to-back league championships. Ooh, that's I'd say a pretty good start to OOTP 24. Back-to-back league championships. Good. And that 90s guy covers, won his rookie league. Hey, that's an excellent start. Very good. We'll talk about the Gladiators' appearance in the rookie league a little bit later. And yeah, no multipliers, no perfect points until you get promoted to gold. Once you get bumped to gold, I think it's about 25,000 perfect points that you'll get, plus all these other multipliers. And then if you're a perfect plus member, you get added on to that for every achievement. So yeah, lots of ways that if you do well, you will be rewarded along the way. We'll put it as simple as that. So lots of questions I'm seeing in the chat about exporting teams, and we've got a great group of minds here. Feel free to ask questions. If I don't get to it, I'm sure someone in the chat can help you out, because I know, again, there are a lot of new players. And if you are new to Perfect Team, if you're new to OOTP, if you're new to watching affiliates and different coverage of OOTP, we've got that 90s guy that has a channel that runs streams once in a while. We've got Ezra that runs his streams once in a while. So there is plenty of affiliates that run their streams too, where you can get some packs. If you're new to OOTP and you have a Twitch account, if you haven't done this already, make sure you do it. Make sure you link your Twitch account to your OOTP username account, because then you can get 5 free packs of affiliate streamer watching. You get 5 packs from the official channel. Tonight, maybe we might see Rich Grisham back on tonight for his travels through Perfect Team, as he's starting to stream a little bit more. And tomorrow is TJ Lowerman with his Atlanta. I think he's doing Atlanta Braves franchise series. So plenty of ways that you can get your drops. And if you still can't hook up your Perfect Team to your Twitch account, go watch this short 5-minute video from AZ Axel, and that will guide you through the proper ways that you can get hooked up with packs. Packs is the bloodline. It's the adrenaline. It's the full course meal of your team. Speaking of, Easter Sunday if you celebrate that, and the meals that you might have. Again, if you're new and you're looking for more hints, guidance, videos about OOTP, this year's versions, last year's version, my YouTube channel, Simulation Gaming Digital Realities. And if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, well, get over to Twitch. Collect those drops. You might as well. So hello to those watching live. Hello to those watching on the rebroadcast on the YouTube channel. So there's little tutorials there, beginner's guides, from just opening up the game. What do I do, Lap? How do I get started when I just open the game up? Well, you want to check out these beginner guide with the tournaments and with the bronze tournament setup, those kind of things. That's a good starting point. OOTP Developments. You can also check out their website, their YouTube channel. They have a lot of tutorials, and the community has put together a lot of tutorials as well. So, of course, it's just not me putting videos out there. There's a lot of resources. If you're new to the game, feeling frustrated, YouTube, Twitch, great place to kind of get started. And again, if you don't own the game, well, by now, most of you probably do own the game. But if you don't own the game, well, you might want to take advantage of the discount that OOTP has allowed me to offer for new licenses. OOTP 24, Laptop Pound 24, it gets you 10% off the game. So when you go to the website that I posted there, that will bring you up to here and you can get 10% off. Simply scroll to the bottom, put in your coupon code there. In this case, Laptop Pound 24. Click apply, and that will get you 10% off the base game, whether you're on Steam, whether you're on the desktop. It will not, I repeat, it will not get you a discount on Perfect Points or on the Perfect Team Plus. Those do not give the discounts. Once in a while, they will have their own sales, usually around a holiday. Maybe it's around Black Friday or around the Christmas holidays or around the World Series All-Star Game. All-Star Game is kind of when the first, from my recollection, sales go on in terms of Perfect Points. So yes, check that out. And if you have Discord, check out the Laptop Pound Discord, where we talk about a lot of things, strategies, our highlights of our games. We push screenshots like this one here of a rainbow pack. And if you're new to OOTP, a rainbow pack is where you get one of each level of card in a pack. It's like seeing a real rainbow. It's rare. Rarely will you see this rainbow pack where you get a iron card, a bronze card, a silver, a gold, a diamond, and a perfect. So we post a lot of those things kind of on our Discord. Cool events, game scores, funny scores that happen, like in real baseball. Don't know if you guys saw that in real baseball, where a team won the game. I think it was like 7-2 or something, and they didn't get any hits. They scored 7 runs, and they didn't get a single hit in the game. So the losing team threw a no-hitter and lost the game and gave up 7 runs. And I'll just say it's a lot of walks and hit batters that led to those 7 runs. What kind of pack was that? Probably a diamond pack? No, this was a regular pack. This was a standard pack. I was watching one of the affiliates. I can't remember who I was watching. Oh, no, this was a bronze tournament pack. That's what this was. I won second place in a bronze double elimination. So you get 1 pack. And I was watching the affiliate stream, and I opened it up, and this is what I got. So yeah, it wasn't diamond or a silver or anything like that. It was your basic standard pack. So every pack counts. All it takes is 1 pack. And I think I ended up with live Jacob deGrom, and Sean Green was my historical diamond in this one. So yeah, it ended up being a really good pack. For those of you that are new, again, I stream Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at around this time. And I take 1 big ad break every hour. So that way you're not getting interrupted every 20 or 30 minutes. And again, there shouldn't be any pre-rolls on. So I stack all my ads kind of to bigger breaks later on in the stream. Also, tournaments currently postponed. I have held tournaments in the past when those return, and I'm putting in my request for the 16-team Perfect Draft Quicks to return. I think they'll return sooner rather than later. When they do return, then we'll go back to having those on-stream tournaments, which are really fun. Fanatic has won some, Monterre Dawn, Heath has won one, I've won one. They're pretty fun to be part of, and they're free. The best part is they're free. Speaking of packs and speaking of giveaways, yes, as always, giveaway at the end of the stream, so you can win 10 packs or you can win 5 packs. I will draw 2 winners at the end of the stream just before we raid into the conductor. Yes, we will be raiding into the conductor at 3:30, where EVC will tell you everything you need to know about theme team action over the weekend, the winners, the losers, the new teams, and how maybe some of the new cards might fit into a theme team you might be thinking of. So coffee is on. Let's get rolling with the show. Thank you again, everyone who has followed, who has subscribed, all that kind of stuff. Again, my Thursday show is right after Dishnet and his new card release. And that show is hosted with your Kidneys, with the Hawk Report, where Kidneys and I, mainly Kidneys, look at all the new cards and evaluate whether they are playable, whether they're the new meta, whether you should be using them, and all that kind of stuff with the new cards. Thanks to everyone who checked that episode out on Thursday. And next one will be this Thursday after Dishnet broadcasts at around, probably around 1:15 Eastern Standard Time is when we'll get going for that. Again, big shout out to all the people that followed on Thursday. Way too many to read out. There were a lot of new followers, a lot of people watching that show, so I thank you very much. So I've got some of them scrolling along the bottom there because when you're streaming and you're streaming with a guest, it's tough to kind of check all the notifications. So thank you guys for following on Thursday during the Hawk Report number 2. And a new feature that will be coming out probably next week is my Babe in the Matrix series. Going to have a lot of fun with that. Kind of a cool concept I came up with. Also, another big special announcement coming up either tomorrow or Thursday regarding, you guys and how you might be able to win some cool stuff in the near future. So announcement coming up. Once I get everything kind of settled and times and all that, I will let you guys know. So again, big shout out to the followers, subscribers, and of course to one subscriber from Thursday. Thank you so much, Cubs fan Steve, for re-upping your subscription. It was number 6, I believe, 6 months that Cubs fan 23 Steve has subscribed. And also Average Madden Guy, thank you as well for subscribing with Prime. Yes, if you are a Prime member, Amazon, which owns Twitch, you get a free Prime subscription. You can subscribe to any Twitch broadcaster, I guess, or streamer, as the young kids like to call them. I'm old, I say broadcaster. So you can use your Prime for any of the Twitch streamers. Doesn't have to be me. It could be someone that plays Madden football. It could be someone that plays Mario Kart. Whoever you like to follow and subscribe to, you get one free one a month if you're an Amazon Prime member. So thank you, Cubs fan Steve. Thank you, Average Madden Guy. This one's for both of you guys. Cover your ears. Hello out there. We're on the air. It's baseball night tonight. Tension grows. Bob Veal throws and the ball goes out of sight. Cubs fan Steve jumps and the players bump, and the Wrigley fans, they go insane. Average Madden Guy roars. Ron Santos scores at the good old baseball game. Thank you to the subscribers. You can uncover your ears now. Let's continue on with the show. Also, big thanks to the subscribers in the last 14 days that are scrolling along the bottom there. You guys make this fun. You guys make this waking up in the mornings and getting prepared for and putting on a show. And again, for the followers, subscribers, or just you guys viewing the broadcast today, thank you so much. Perfect Team, Twitter. If you are a Twitterer, whatever you may call yourself on Twitter, OOTP Perfect Team has a Twitter account, and that's where you can find all the latest posts from either the base game or from Perfect Team, like this one here. On the weekend, Dan Pasqua, I'm guessing, was released a 79 silver card, limited edition. Only 100 of these will exist. Have you guys pulled one? Have you opened one of these up? Dan Pasqua. I don't use a lot of silver cards. I either use the real high-end diamond or perfect, or I use the iron or bronze for my tournament. So I'm not well-versed on the silver cards, but knowing what I know from watching X-Doforas and the War Bot and from Kidneys and other people that evaluate cards, I would say this card's pretty good for silver against right-handed pitchers. Might not want to play him too much against lefties, but in a platoon situation against the righties, looks pretty good. Power's good, eye's good. So I think those silver card users, I think would like this one for some of their silver tournaments. Pasqua. All right, thanks, Chess Safari. All right, let me just catch up on the chat here. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, Cubs fan Steve, who I know is loving OO20P24, because there's not only one Ron Santo card, there's a couple Ron Santo cards. So he's really probably enjoying that with his theme team. And yes, Beastie Boy, instant classic song. It's a Canadian hockey song from Stompin' Tom Connors that I just changed the words around to fit the baseball theme. So it works pretty good for baseball and for hockey. What else we got in? No, you didn't quite sneak it in there, Cubs fan. I'm going to notice. And you're going to always get that song like all the subscribers do. What else? EBC, the Hawk Report is fun. Yeah, check that out. Definitely check that out. We have some fun and we evaluate the new cards. Plus, we have kind of a Canadian-American Gen X, which I am, versus Zoomer, which Kidneys is, competition that we started last week. So if you haven't checked that out, the Hawk Report, I recommend that you go and watch that video, especially with the new cards that came out, the Build a Lineup cards. You might want to check those cards out and check out our evaluation of them, mainly Kidneys, evaluation of the cards. I just kind of, host and try to make Gen X jokes, but it's a good show. Check it out. We'll be doing another one on Thursday. The OOTP website, again, that's where you can find all the information about Out of the Park developments. You can join the forums where you can find information about the game, about the hockey version game, and about previous versions of the game too. So ootpdevelopments.com. Let me put that in the chat. Again, I like to kind of help the new people out, because again, sometimes new people get so overwhelmed and frustrated they leave the game early, and I want to provide some advice and some help for those new people to ease them in to the game, the base game, or into Perfect Team. And Rich Grisham, who is one of the leaders of OOTP, puts out a podcast every once in a while. You can check that out, download it, play it on your devices as you're driving, and hear all the latest from OOTP Now with Richard Grisham. You can find that right from the website. At the very bottom there, you'll see podcast. You can click on it there. What's the weather lap, you might ask? Well, look at this. Look at this in Edmonton, Alberta. Let me refresh here. Edmonton, Alberta. We're undergoing a heat wave. Ooh, a heat wave in Edmonton, Alberta. Not really, but for if you know anything about Canada and the weather of Canada, anything above zero is a victory, is a win. We've won today as we've got up to 11 degrees Celsius or 51 degrees Fahrenheit. But we're getting snow tomorrow. Welcome to Edmonton, Alberta. One day it's plus zero, above zero. One day it might be under minus 15. One day we get sunshine. Next day we get snow. Crazy, crazy environment. Unlike some of you who are in really nice weather, here is the North American update. Panama, 93. But looking at some of the big American cities, what do we got here? Orlando, Cubs fan Steve, 78 degrees. Phoenix at 77. One little word of advice as a Canadian, don't go to Phoenix in the summer. Don't go to Las Vegas in the summer. It is hot. It is so hot that even if you're in a swimming pool, you can get third-degree sunburns. It is hot in Phoenix and in that area of the world in the summertime. Winter, fall, for sure, but whew, not again. It was warm. Honolulu, 73. Aloha and rain. Dallas at 69. And Austin, 67. Wildcat Bandit at 67 degrees Fahrenheit. And the coldest place right now in the Americas, Eureka. It's like you can almost set your clock by this because it's almost every day that Eureka is the cold spot. So right now it's sitting in the minus 20s right up here in northern Canada, where the Inuits, indigenous to Canada, reside in one of the territories called Nunavut. So Canada's made up of 10 provinces, 3 territories, and that is the cold spot, way up here. So Cubs fan Steve, way down here. Cold place, way up there. Kind of right next to Greenland, which again, doesn't make sense. Iceland doesn't make sense. Like, how difficult would it be to switch these two names around? Like, makes more sense to this be Iceland and this be Greenland. But hey, I'm not Mercator. I didn't make these maps. I just read off of them. And all these yellow stars, if you're new to the channel, this is places we visited over the last 85 episodes. You know, whether it's a subscriber's home place, home turf, like Baltimore area with Mystery, or whether it's the North Carolina with Heath, or whether it's Oklahoma with Wildcat Bandit, just different places that we visited. Even way over in the UK area with Mr. Andy, formerly known as Luke, and we visited Sheffield and the Video Game Hall of Fame. So Andy, if you're around, you're probably on your way to a pub. Are you still at the filming site of Harry Potter? Probably not. Last week, Andy said he was up in northern England, somewhere around here. Yeah, somewhere in this area, which was the one of the filming locations of Harry Potter. So that was very cool. Love it when you guys share kind of information about your home area and cool sites to visit. As where I posted that Marcus programmed the game to make a player invincible the day after they die. Invincibility. That's scary. If they ever bring in things like that into Perfect Team, like the one that I'm scared of is injuries. If they ever bring injuries in to Perfect Team, where if you're not keeping up with your team and one game a player gets injured, yeah, your lineups might suffer. But we won't give them any ideas. Shh. Hero, I hear you. Don't bring injuries into the game. It's going to make it too difficult for us that check in only once in a while. Hero says, I'm glad you Canadians are protecting us from polar bears, but I can't imagine for you to go to Eureka. Yeah, unless you like solitude and the wildlife of the North. They do have a post office, but sadly, no Tim Hortons. So take it as you will. And if you haven't checked out, I've noticed Ezra in here. If you haven't checked out Ezra, I check in on his streams once in a while, and he's doing I think it's a 1958 San Francisco Giants kind of historical franchise with Willie Mays on there, and pretty good, pretty cool to see games played from that far back. And his San Francisco Giants, last I checked, I think were 19-10, so he's doing pretty well with the Giants back in 1958. Won't get drops there, not an affiliate, but still a great content creator for OOTP. So yeah, go give a watch to Ezra Denny. He's often on kind of in the evenings, and he posts in the streams and video section of the OOTP Discord channel. Well, you know what else I like to do, guys? Star Trek? Oh, love Star Trek. I don't know if there's any Star Trek fans out here. Picard, the original series. My favorite was The Next Generation, but that we'll save that for a different show. National Days. Well, what can we celebrate today? All right, I want everyone that has a dog to post what type of dog they have. Or if you have multiple dogs, what do you own? Big dogs, small dogs, Rottweilers, poodles, Chihuahuas. What kind of dog do you have? Because today is National Hug Your Dog Day. Hug Your Dog Day. I am a dog lover. I have a couple dogs. What do you guys got? D. Graybill, a Bernese Mountain Dog. Yorkshire Terrier for Ted McGinn. Ooh, I almost read that. I almost thought that Hero Driver said he had a dog that looked like Picard. I was like, I've heard of cats that look like rats, but not dogs that look like Picard. So good thing I double checked that. McCool's got two dogs, a Portuguese water dog and a pointed mix. If you're chowing down on a corn dog, no, that does not count. Although you can hug it if you want, but you're probably going to get some mustard on you. That's all I'm saying. A French bulldog for Shreddy, a golden doodle. All right, educate me, an average Madden guy. A golden doodle, is that a cross between a golden lab and a poodle, or a golden retriever and a poodle? What makes up a golden doodle? An English cream retriever? It's got me thinking about the crumble cookies and donuts. We have Boston cream up here in Canada. It's one of the more popular donuts. I don't know if you guys have that at your Dunkin' Donuts, Boston cream. Golden retriever and a poodle. Okay, very cool. Well, I have to say, I have a couple of dogs that you can see right here, and I'm going to make sure to give them a hug. One of them is a Bernese. So whoever else mentioned they have a Bernese, great dogs, aren't they? Like very goofy personalities, very needy dogs, big. they're just funny to watch. And then Coffee over here, yes. Her name is Coffee. Guess who named that one? Coffee over here is a mix between Bernese, German Shepherd, a couple others as well. But yeah, a mixture. Very, very cool, very gentle, very loving, playful dogs that are about 3 or 4 years old. So big dogs, they're outdoor dogs. We don't keep our dogs in the house because we have a lot of cats too. We have cats and dogs. We are a zoo here in Alberta. What else do we got? Pets on Stream Eagles ratings. Well, hey, only because it is National Hug Your Dog Day. Hug Your Dog Day. All right, When did that start? That started in early 2000s. Okay, so it started in the early 2000s. Oh, from the Dog Whisperer. You guys in America will know about the Dog Whisperer. So he started up the National Hug Your Dog Day. And if you missed last week, it was National Cuddle Your Rat Day. So this is much better because I don't own a rat. It is also, in case you are wondering, International Safety Pin Day. Where would we be if we didn't have these in our life? Right? We'd all be wearing suspenders all the time. Where would we be? International Safety Pin Day, invented in 1849 by Walter Hunt, who was a mechanic, and he owed his buddy $15, which for back then was a long time. So he had a debt of $15. He said, I'm going to invent something to make some money. So he invented the safety pin, which he called the dress pin. And it pulled in. He sold his patent for $400. So not only could he pay his buddy off, but he also made quite a bit of a profit. And that translates into about $20,000 today once you work in, inflation. Canadian, it's probably about $30,000 because our dollar's worth less than the American one. So International Safety Pin Day. And I like their recommendations. How do you celebrate today? Get creative. Make use of a safety pin. I can see all your partners now going, honey, why are you in my drawer here looking for safety pins? And you're like, well, Lap said we have to do something with the safety pin. So I'm going to go pop some balloons. Also, Easter Monday, of course, it is Golfer's Day. So there you go, the Masters. And then we got Golfer's Day. How many of you are golfers out there? I golfed like 20 years ago, and then I haven't golfed since because I just couldn't afford the golf balls. I'm a slicer. Way off into the bush. Be golfing with friends, and my friends would stand way back, and then they'd bring out the weed whacker and help me look for my ball because it was somewhere off in the bush. So yeah, mini golf is my type of golf. So it is Golfer's Day today if you're out on the course or going out on the course. Also National Farm Animals Day. There we go, because hey, animals. And kind of a weird one. National Cinnamon Crescent Day. Speaking of donuts, speaking of crumble and cookies, National Cinnamon Crescent Day. How do you celebrate it? Well, make them at home and share them with friends. I don't know if I've ever had a cinnamon crescent. I don't know if that's a cultural thing or certain countries of the world have those, but we've got similar things in this, but cinnamon crescents, I guess it's just kind of a doughy product with powdered sugar and cinnamon. That's what my guess is, but it says it's got sweet cinnamon filling. Right. I'll have to check those out. National Cinnamon Crescent Day. So yes, you get the weather, you get updates, you get national days when you come to my stream. Welcome to all of you that are here getting your packs. If you happen to pull a good card from your pack today, let us know in the chat. Brag a little bit what packs you get. All right, let's move on. Let me check the chat before we talk about some baseball. Oh, cool. Ezra has a mini golf tournament every year for his birthday. Yeah, we've got a lot of mini golf courses here, including in West Edmonton Mall, which is one of the biggest indoor shopping centers in the world. It's kind of like the Mall of America. I think that's where Minnesota, somewhere around there, the Mall of America. We have got an indoor 18-hole golf course, mini golf course. All right. Everyone, high five, Ta Right, for pulling an Ohtani from a drop. Boom. There you go, Ta Right. Boom. What a great card. It's a playable card, too. So good on the Ohtani drop. Cobra, hope your knee's doing better. Hope you're going to be able to golf soon. So it starts in about 3 weeks. Yeah, you're up in the Wisconsin area, so it's probably a little longer before you can get out on the golf course. So I don't know if that's weather-wise in 3 weeks or just your knee injury, surgery-wise. The variety streamer, yes. The Johnny Carson of streaming. Well, except he was funny and held envelopes up to his head, and I'm not that crazy. All right. One thing that you can do if you're a new player, I'm kind of having fun with this. Let me go to my regular screen here and let me share this. All right, let's do this. If you're new, and even if you're not new, one thing OOTP allows you to do is to start up a season on the exact date of the real Major League Baseball season. So you go to New Standard Game, you click No Thanks in the challenge mode, and right here you click Live Start. Rename it. I always name it whatever today's date is. So April 10th. And when that game starts up, it takes 2 or 3 minutes to program. They import all of the statistics from the real Major Baseball League schedule, including games from yesterday, will be imported into your live update game. So you can finish off the season from where we are right now. So when I go and look at the standings, I've created this one. I did not realize that Tampa Bay is 9-0. That's how out of touch I've been with the standings lately. Tampa Bay is 9-0. So when you start your new game, it gives you all the current standings. Toronto is 6-4. Not bad. I'll take it. So we go down the Central Division. Minnesota is off to a hot start. So good for you Twins fans. And Hero Driver says that 9-0 and 11-0. 2 11-0 games. Wow. We got the D King, a big Rays fan, it looks like. Detroit, sorry. Sorry. Dish and Spore, sorry guys. You are 2-7 right now. In the AL West, what do we got going on here? We've got the Angel. Ooh, it looks pretty close. We got a 4-team race. Sorry to Dr. Dynasty, your Oakland Athletics are 2-7. So hopefully you'll play the Tigers soon, because one of you then has to win, right? One has to win. In the NL East, we've got the Braves, the Mets, and the Marlins. That's a close division. Even the Nationals aren't out of it yet. In the Central Division, the Brewers, the Brew Crew. If you're a Milwaukee fan, and even if you're a Pittsburgh fan, although I saw that injury to O'Neal Cruz yesterday. Ooh. Ouch. We won't talk about that if you're a Pirates fan. Gorgos Reds are 4-4. Cubs fan Steve, 4-4. And the Cardinals to a disappointing start, 3-6. And in the West, we've got AZ Axles, Arizona Diamondbacks, 6-4, tied with the Padres. EVC's Dodgers, Ezra's Giants, and the Rockies close as well. This is the division to watch this year, the NL West. Giants and Dodgers today. Ooh, I think we have a little friendly rivalry. EVC and Ezra, Giants Dodgers play. And that's the great thing about starting up a game on the exact same date, because again, I can go to the statistics, and these are the real baseball statistics. So right now we've got Toronto's Matt Chapman leading the American League at 475. Way to go, Blue Jays. In fact, he's leading the whole league. So I can click on him and I can look at all the games they've recently played. So yesterday they beat the Angels in extra innings, 12-11. Chapman went 3 for 4 with 2 runs and 5 RBIs. I don't have to look at the newspaper or online. I can see that right in the game here. What a fantastic little addition to OOTP. I don't know how many years they've done this. This is the first year I've discovered it. Our pitching leaders, who do we got here? Who's our K leader? Lodolo? Nick. Nick is leading the Cincinnati Reds and the entire league in strikeouts right now. Looks like you got a good one there, Gorgo. 21 Ks. War-wise, same player. And save-wise, we got David Bednar with the Pirates. Doing very well. And he's tied in saves with Mr. Romano. Cool. So yeah, I can just download a new game or set up a new game with today's date, look at the standings, look at the different results, and then I can go to the game schedule. And here we have the games that are scheduled for today. Now, the lineups might not be exact because managers, sometimes take until the last few moments to set them up. Pitching matchups, same thing, but they should be fairly close. So let's do this. Let me go back to my main slide. All right, where is that one I wanted to show? Right here. So last week when we did this, we simmed out on OOTP the New York Mets against the Milwaukee Brewers. And last Monday in our sim, the Milwaukee Brewers won the sim game 7-1. And then in real life, with the exact same starting pitchers and lineup, the Brewers won 10-0. So I call this an OOTP accurate game score. Blowouts in both the sim game and in the real life game. So because we can do this, I'm going to go to Major League Baseball lineups, and I'm going to put that in the chat. If you guys are ever looking for lineups for that day's game, just go to that site there, Major League Baseball, and I think they only have one set of lineups in. Yes. And that, of course, is the early game. So we don't have lineups for the Dodgers and San Fran. So Ezra and EVC, we can't sim that one out because I want to use the real lineup. So Dylan Cease and Medea. Here's the lineups. Let's go back to our OOTP game. And I got my screen side by side. I can't show them both on at the same time. But Cease and Medea in OOTP are scheduled to play each other. So that's right. So then I can go to the actual game and let me go back here and play this game out. And again, you can set the lineups. You can have the computer set the lineup. So when I go into the game, these are the auto lineups that it gives me. So I've got the ability to change the Chicago and change the Minnesota lineup. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go to options. And where do we have that here? Somewhere in here, I should be able to change the lineup. Chicago lineup. Let's see if it allows me to do this. Oh, I think because I'm on watch game and I'm not managing it. That would be it. So right now we got Tim Anderson. We've got Vaughn, Coles. Yeah, so this needs to be switched around a little bit. Okay, there we go. Options. Go back out because somewhere in here it should allow me to, oh, that's what I need to do. I need to go to my settings and play in commish mode. I want to do this. Yes. So to change the settings, you got to be in commish mode. I hope. Oh, the New York Yankees and Cleveland Guardians. That game is canceled due to bad weather. So I don't know what it's like in Cleveland right now, but we'll see what the weather's like in a couple of hours. All right, where is my game here? Where is it? Did it sim it out already? It might have simmed it already. All right, well, we won't be able to manage that one because I think it simmed it out. And we do have one of our big ad breaks coming on here, so perfect timing. I'm going to get this all worked out, all the kinks worked out. We will be right back, guys, after this 3-minute ad break. Go get a drink of water. Go refill your coffee. Go hug your dog. It's National Hog Day. Dog Day. It's not National Hog Day. I need a break. We'll be back in 3 minutes, guys. See you soon. All right, we are back. Some interesting ads that you guys are seeing on the ad break there. And I love that, Mr. Audit. I'm on a Baz room break. Yes, Baz the Taz and Jody Reed all the way around. And yes, Chess Safari, Tampa won't be canceled indoors. But hey, we got the Twins and White Sox canceled. So I can't sim that game because according to OOTP, it's canceled due to bad weather. So, and that's the only lineup that is currently set right now in the Major League Baseball. For Twins and White Sox fans, you may get a game, you may not get a game, but not according to OOTP. Thanks again for hanging around, guys. Just a few followers I want to shout out from the last little bit. Thank you so much, too. We've got, We've got Ian the Squid 8, Beltray fan 7, Birmingham Bad Men. Thank you for the follow. GVZ3. We've got, again, some subscribers. Andy from Sheffield, Average Madden Guy. Sean Saul, 10. Thank you for resubscribing. Sean Saul in the chat. Who is your favorite team? I know most of my subscribers' favorite team. I won't give you the song today, but let me know. And on tomorrow, you get the song, Sean Saul, once I know who your favorite team is. The Rockies. All right. The Rockies are the favorite team. And just give me 1 second here. It is a resubscription, a 5-month resubscription for EVC and NYC. Thank you so much, EVC in NYC. And hey, I have to do this for EVC as a fellow affiliate streamer who has a great program with his theme teams. Cover your ears now. This one is for you. Start spreading the news. EVC streaming soon. I want to be a part of it. That theme team boon. He wakes up in a city that never sleeps. Well, he does on Sundays. He is king of the hill. Fernando's one of his peeps. These sirens bring blues. But he'll open packs all day, streaming all the sights, but no smells, from old New York. If you want a theme team there, fill out the friends list without a care. It's up to you, New York. New York. Woo! Woo! I'm winded now. That one took a lot of energy out of this old guy. Thank you so much, EVC, for the 5-month resubscription. Thank you, Sean, as well. Shout you out more formally tomorrow with the Rockies. And again, for all of you that followed today, the things that you guys make me do. Yes. So catch EVC. I will be rating into him at about 1:30, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Well, let's get back to my intentions here. The game was rained out, so we can't play the Twins and White Sox, but let's finish off the day and let's see what today's results should be. All right, so April 10th, based on the OOTP prediction, we've got the Cleveland Guardians over the Yankees 8-7. We've got the A's beating the Orioles 7-3. What else do we got? We've got the Tampa Bay Rays. They are projected to go to 10-0. 10-0. They will beat the Red Sox 4-1. The Royals scoring 3 in the ninth to beat the Texas Rangers. The Nationals going to beat the Angels today 8-5. We've got the Philadelphia Phillies shutting out Miami 5-0. Pittsburgh beating Houston 3-2. Gorgos Red shutting out Atlanta 6-0 in Atlanta. 3-1 for the Mets over the Padres. Cubs fan, good news. Your Cubs are projected to beat the Mariners 3-2. Good news for Sean, your Rockies going to blow away the Cardinals 8-1. The Brewers score 1 in the 10th to beat the Diamondbacks 3-2. And EVC's Dodgers beat Ezra's Giants 8-4. So there you go. Those are the projected OOTP scores for today. We'll come back tomorrow and just see how well OOTP did. You guys are going, yes, I'm going to go do my betting site now. I'm going to go place my bets on all these games. No, I am not a financial advisor, nor a FanDuel or DraftKings advisor as well. Do not place bets based on what OOTP says, although they are often right. All right, let's talk about the season that was in OOTP. Remember, National Hug Your Dog Day. If you missed it, go hug your dog. And go have a cinnamon-filled crescent while you're using your safety pin. My Rocky Mountain Gladiators, which is my main team, they were in rookie this last year. And the Rocky Mountain Gladiators finished with 106 wins, 56 losses in rookie. They were the second best team in the conference and the third best team in the entire rookie league. So that was the final standings as of Sunday morning. The Koch Knockers, an E6 team, had 119 wins. So they had an amazing rookie regular season. In terms of the stats, well, you see my Rocky Mountain Gladiators rule the hitting stats. Other than stolen bases, they were at the top of all the hitting categories. And that's because I used Wrigley Field. Yes, Cubs fan Steve, in honor of your Cubs last week, I used Wrigley Field as my ballpark, which is a hitter's ballpark, and worked out well for my Gladiators because I don't have a lot of top-end pitching. So I went with a hitter's ballpark. Pitching stats went to the Knockers. They dominated the pitching stats. Rocky Mountain was second in a couple of them, but we were more of a hitting team last week. So we went to the finals. The Rocky Mountain Gladiators beat out the Knockers on the way to the finals, and we met up with the Vancouver Wolves, who had a little better record than we did in the regular season. And in the final game, the box score, after 8 innings, it was 0-0. Yeah, 0-0 after 8 innings. So we went to the 9th inning, didn't give up a run, and in the bottom of the 9th, the Rocky Mountain Gladiators, Rafael Devers had a base on balls. Derek Jeter singled, moving him to second base. He moved to third. No throw by the center fielder. And then Fred Pfeffer stepped to the plate. He delivered a single, which scored Devers. and the Rocky Mountain Gladiators would take their first championship this season or this year in OOTP 24, 4-1. The path was not easy for both teams. The Wolves went the distance in the division final. They went the distance in the conference final. We went the distance in the division, went the distance in the conference final. And so both teams had played kind of the max games that they could have played. Went 5 games and the Rocky Mountain Gladiators are victorious. But my favorite part is I finally got one of my favorite players a World Series ring. You know who that is? Yes, Dave Stieb was a member of the Rocky Mountain Gliders. High fives all around. Ooh, Dave, we've got you a ring. You weren't able to get one in Toronto while you played there, but we got you one in OOTP. So yes, Dave was part of the staff. And if you guys don't know, because you're new to my stream, I'm a huge Dave Stieb fan. One of my favorite pitchers growing up. Love the Expos, love the Blue Jays. So Dave Stieb finally gets his World Series ring. The little things we do to enjoy this game. Welcome in again, everyone, to episode number 85. Yes, 85 episodes already. And how are you doing? Are you figuring out the meta? Are you getting your team in a playoff position? Have you won any championships? Does that say 186 packs? Does that say 100? Well, at the time, yes. At the time, it said 186 packs. Let me go back to my screen there. Go back to my game. There we go. Currently, it says 193 packs. Yeah, the Gladiators, they hoard packs. And the way I look at it, everyone plays this game differently. And how you play the game is obviously up to you. But early on, and it's a strategy that worked for me well last year, we always know that better cards are going to come out, right? You're going to get your better center fielder, your better pitchers, your better catchers. Right now in the game, there's not a lot of players in packables. There's good tournament players, they're good mission reward players, but in the actual packs, when you open them up, there's very few players that are still going to be playable in perfect team at the higher levels in a month or 2 months. There are a few. Addy Joss is one of them. He's one of the great pitchers that you can use right now. There's a couple good infielders that you could use. But to me, I don't like to open all my packs early just to get a head start on the lower leagues. I want to wait a few weeks until the real good cards come out because we know they're coming. Last year, it was the Platinum cards. We had Platinum 1, Platinum 2, Platinum 3. And, I could open them all and I could get all these live players and they might help me if they move up a level in May because of the live regeneration of their ratings. But I'd rather save them until that Babe Ruth comes out in a packable or that Big Ty Cobb comes out in a packable. So I'm not going to hold them until September, but I am going to hold them a little while longer because the build a lineup cards, yeah, they're good, but they're not game changers right now. And I want to wait until we see some game changer cards in packs. Bryce Harper, really good card, but he's a reward card. He's a tournament reward card. So I can't get him in a pack. I have to win different tournaments. So that's just my strategy. Some people like to open their packs right away, which is great. I have no problem with that, but I want to wait until those big cards come out. And maybe this week we're going to see our first big meta cards. I don't know what Dish has in store. We usually get a teaser on Tuesday or Wednesday, so we'll find out more soon. All right, how many of you guys play in tournaments? Because I am still a student of tournaments. the Perfect Draft tournaments, if you're new to the game, they are free. It doesn't cost you anything. You get to enter 2 perfect drafts or 3 if you're a PT Plus member. And why not? Why not try to win, in this case, 3 diamond packs or 2 historical packs? Of course, I won't open them yet because I'm a hoarder, but it's a great way to try and win packs. You got to be aware of the era that you're drafting in. So this is modern era. It'll say 1922 or 1955. Modern era is kind of the 2010 period for OOTP. And you got to check if a DH is being used. In this case, it is, because some tournaments don't use a DH. So, Koala, you go ahead and open your packs if you want. I know it takes restraint, but to me, there's not that group of cards that I go, oh, I really want that card. Except for maybe 10 to 15 cards that are really good. And I won rookie level without meta cards, without all the top name cards. You can win at the lower levels. I've seen people win rookie with all bronze cards. I've seen people win rookie with live player cards. But as we get up to gold, diamond, and perfect leagues, you're going to need those meta cards to be successful, at least on a regular basis. Unopened packs have potential. That is true. Unopened packs have potential because the cards aren't in the packs already. The cards you get are shown immediately when you open that pack. So if I have 190 packs and I wait till September, they're good for those September cards that come out. So yeah, that's just how I do things. With my Blue Jays team, my Gym Unknown Blue Jays team, I'm opening packs. But for my Gladiators, I'm hanging on to them. So if you have 2 teams, you can kind of try different strategies. So Koala's asking, sitting on 11K trying to figure out if I should upgrade a position. You're a free-to-play player and promoted up to iron, mostly diamonds, with a couple perfects and some golds. What I like to tell new players or players that are at the lower levels, personally, I wouldn't spend my perfect points yet, because the card you buy today, if you're buying a Mike Schmidt today for 24,000. Last I saw, Mike Schmidt was 24,000. If you're buying him today, a month from now, he probably won't be playable past silver level, because other cards will come out that are better. So it's up to you. You can save your points until a really good player comes out and can really help your team, or you can chip away at it and you can buy the odd player here or there. Do whatever you enjoy. Do whatever makes you happy playing this game. Are you in for it short term, where you want to win now? It's like real baseball. Are you win now and you go out and get good cards that are available now? Or are you patient and rebuild and save your points and save your packs and then bring a storm with you, and move up the levels hopefully quicker once you've opened up those 200 packs in a month's time? All really depends on how you want to enjoy this game. Both ways will work. You can be successful both ways. Yeah, Bailey invests his points. Schmitty was 12.5 yesterday. Oh wow, that's a good price. Every time I've checked, I've seen him over 20,000. Good. All right. So here we are in a perfect draft. I'm going to go off advice I've heard from Exto4S, from the Warbot crew, from Kidneys. Well, Kidneys, all the different people that analyze cards put a different spin on it, right? They all don't exactly agree on everything. They agree on some things, but not everything. So when I talked to Kidneys on Thursday on the Hawk Report, he was talking about high power and high eye play. And also for pitchers, he talks about getting pitchers that have high home run and high pitcher BABIP. Ignoring the movement. So home run, BABIP, and stuff, I guess, are probably the three. And stuff and home run, maybe the two best stats that you should look at for pitchers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and every round I'm going to draft the best pitchers based on home run, pitcher BABIP, and stuff. And for hitters, I'm going to go for power, eye, and defense. So I'm not going to worry so much about contact, and I'm not going to worry so much about gap power. Power, eye, defense for hitters, and for pitchers, I'm going to go BABIP and home run. So let's see. Let's take a look at Addy Joss. Case in example. Look at this high home run. Look at this high pitcher BABIP. And again, I am not an expert. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I am the student here. I'm going to try and draft a team based on things that I heard other more experts talk about. They definitely know the cards much better than I do. So I'm going to take Addy Joss, high home run, high BABIP, and we want power and eye. Power and eye. Defense, not the greatest. Mookie, power, especially against the lefties, and definitely against the lefties' eye, and he's got good defense. So I'm going to go Mookie and Addy. Just check Johan. Yeah, Johan's a little bit lower, although he's got really good stuff. Good. So let's draft those. Oh, I only get one card. Ooh. Only get one. Mookie or Addy? Because Mookie plays every game, Addy's every 5 games, I'm going to go with Mookie. All right. And I always avoid live players in the early rounds. Once I get to bronze, I'll look at live players. So I'm not even going to look at live players. If you can avoid it, try to draft a historical player because they tend to play better. Bobby Allison, high power, high eye, good defense, can play 4 positions. He's got a little bit of stealing ability, so he is one card I'm going to take. Hudson would have been my other possibility, but he's average. Good defense, but average. So Bob Allison, based on your power and eye and defense, we're taking you. Padman says you've gone through polls of 25 packs with 1 live gold as the best card. Ouch. Really? 25 packs with 1 gold? That's unusual. Usually the poll rates are better than that. And Mr. E says, I wouldn't spend points on packs at this point. Excellent advice. Yes. Don't spend your points on a pack because the value just isn't there. It is a huge lottery. It could be high risk, absolutely, if you pull Addy Joss, but more than not, you're going to get live irons and bronzes, which now the prices come way down on, so you can't even sell them for a lot of money. So yeah, I would not put money into packs. I don't know if I've ever bought many packs. Once in a while, the odd pack, maybe a perfect pack when they come out. But typically, I'd rather buy a player on the card shop than buy a pack because I know what I'm getting with that player. Thank you, Sincere Knuckles, and to King Alex 325, and to 2 Condors and Master Dave 404 and Randalid 888. Wow, you guys are just incredible. Thank you so much. But I'm going to run out of time here on my draft, so I got to get back to this. High power, high eye for hitters. Yeah, okay, average. Let's see what else is out there. George Stone. Power eyes a little bit low. And Chris Carpenter. All right, home run and BABIP. I like it to be at least over 80, and they're all just kind of around the corners. Like he's good against the righties, Not so much against the lefties. Ground ball pitcher. Let's just check this live pitcher here. See, live pitchers tend to be a lot lower in home run and in pitcher BABIP. Stuff might be higher, but I like to look at these two. So we're going to go with, what about this reliever? Sean Doolittle. Nope. Good stuff. This is a tough one. There's no one that really stands out, but I do need a pitcher, so I'm going to go with Chris Carpenter. Next up in your gold rounds, if you've never done these tournaments, they're free. Gold rounds, I really like Bryn Smith. I'm trying to get him on my team, the Gladiators, because look at that. High home run. BABIP's acceptable. Pretty good control. Stuff isn't great. Ground ball pitcher. But I've seen a lot of success with him in tournaments. So I'm going to go Bryn Smith. I'm going to ignore the live players. And just take a mouse over. So here we got a guy that, as a reliever, really good stuff. Really good home run. Well, not really good, but good home run, good pitcher BABIP. Miguel Cabrera, nope, doesn't have the power, doesn't have the eye. And Tim Hudson, let's check on him. Really good home run, really good pitcher BABIP. Stuff's a little low. Extreme ground ball, so that's good. I like the ground ball pitchers. So it's either Hudson or the reliever. So I really do like this reliever. But I'm going to go with Hudson. Oh, good. There we have some confirmation. Bryn Smith, Mr. Reese says, was solid for him in silver last week. Yeah, I've seen some success with him. And Bailey, you've opened 600 and only 10 diamonds. How many perfects did you get in those 600? Did you at least get the hit rate on the perfect cards? And after a while, once you do these for a while, you get to know which cards are pretty good. Like I really like this Stan Musial gold card, like well-rounded. His eye's good. His power's a little bit low. He can play 4 positions. So every time I see Stan Musial, I usually take him. Tournament card. When you see that little trophy, you can't get it in a pack. That's why I say hold packs if you want to. Like if you can, hold packs and just enter tournaments and try and win these cards there. And yeah, Mitch Garver, I always take him. Here's that case of high home run or high power and good eye. So yeah, D. Dempsey, hope you have the day off today. I'm not sure in the US if they have Easter Monday off, but hope you have the day off. It is a really good card. His BABIP's low, so you might not have a good average, but this is a guy I typically put in the cleanup role. And the good thing too is he can hit against both sides, right? Little bit, he's better against lefties, but he's not too far off. So Mitch Garver, Stan Musial, if you see them in drafts, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone here. And when you're looking at pitchers, again, look at home run, look BABIP, pretty good. Like this pitcher, I wouldn't pass on if I didn't have Garver or Musial. I might consider Latman. George Winter. Again, there are a lot worse pitchers out there. So Musial and Garver. So I'm liking my lineup. I've got Garver, power. I've got Allison, power and eye. I've got Musial, well-rounded, can play 4 positions. And I got Mookie Betts, one of the best cards in the game. But Betts, you can't get in a pack. Stan Musial, you can't get in a pack. So got to play the tournaments or buy them on the card shop. Joel Cunningham is a interesting one. He's got the eye, he's got the BABIP, he doesn't have the power. What are you guys finding with Joe Cunningham? Which tournaments can you win cards in? you can win cards in. I'll show you once I'm done this draft average Madden guy. Yeah, good question. Joel Cunningham, I haven't used a lot. What's his speed like? Not really a speedy guy. Maybe. Joe Gordon at second base. I need a second baseman. I like good defense at second. I like good defense at short. Power are not bad. I'm drafting for defense, but I'm getting okay power and eye. So he is going to hit the odd bomb. Again, he's probably going to have a low average, though. I'm going to go Joe Gordon. And let's see if I can get a fourth pitcher here. We talked about this card on the Hawk Report on Thursday. Sloppy Thurston. Really good home run. BABIP's a little low, so he's going to give up. You know, there's going to be some balls in play. Stuff isn't the greatest, so I'll think about him. Lava Cross. Let's take a look at that one. Iridescence 93. Yeah, catcher, third base. Power eye, not the greatest. Speed is pretty good. So here's a guy, if I didn't have Mitch Garver already, I would probably take him. Need a center fielder? No, I got a center fielder. And pitcher. Here's where, yeah, see, this guy doesn't have good stuff. You want to avoid, if it's a modern draft, you want to avoid guys with low stuff. Because look at the BABIP. They're going to have a lot of balls in play. He's not going to give up a lot of home runs. Based on what I see here, he's a finesse pitcher. He's got really good control, so you can boost up his pitch around a little bit. But there's going to be a lot of balls in play. If this stuff was 60 or 65, which would probably move the pitcher BABIP up a little bit, it would be a great card. So this might be your card for a different era. Cunningham, I'm thinking Gordon, and yeah. How about this pitcher? I haven't checked him out. It's pretty good. Stuff's little low. Fly ball pitcher. Doesn't give up a lot of home runs based on what I've learned about home run and BABIP. So yeah, Flores or Thurston. $75 stamina and 88. All right, I'm gonna take Jesse here. Keep an eye on the clock. I got 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes. Yeah, if I didn't have Garver, in fact, yeah, I probably should have taken him in retrospect. So I need a shortstop, third baseman, left fielder. Shortstop, first baseman, third baseman, left fielder. Bill Mueller, average. Average. Not really good defense. Randy Tomlin, a tournament card. Average. Keith Moreland can play many positions, including catcher. Not very splitty. So here's a guy in drafts that I'm going to take him just for his utility. Like if I go further into the tournament, he might come into play a lot because he can play 5 different positions. And he's not bad at bat. Usually those multi-positional players are horrible as hitters. I'm going to take Keith Moreland and look at that power and eye. First baseman could be a DH, has got some speed. I'm going to go all power here. I'm going to go Nate. Tomlin is disappointing. Tomlin is disappointing. I don't think I have Tomlin, do I? No. All right, 2.5 minutes. Let's speed things up here. I need a left fielder, third base, and shortstop. Try to get your third base and shortstop before you get to bronze. Although there are some decent bronze ones out there. Playing bronze tournament. Second base, can only play second. I'm taking Lloyd Mosby because he's one of my favorite players. And Jeremy, look at this tournament card. You can't get it in packs. Good power, good eye. Defense kind of sucks. Speed sucks. You can play 3 positions. Another DH possibility. So we're going to go with Jeremy Giambi. Giambi. Again, welcome in everyone. If you're just tuning in, hope you're getting some good drops there. Heard people report on some good cards that they're getting in their 5 drops. And don't think I'm missing anything else here. All right, Jim Cat for a silver pitcher. Average for a number 5 guy, though he's okay. I'm going to take him, and I'm going to take, this was a good card in tournaments last year. Because look at all those positions, second, third, short, all outfield positions. Got okay speed. Power and eye is low, but here's a case where I'm going to ignore that. He's got pretty good BABIP. He's going to get the bat on the ball. Let's take him. All right, into the bronze rounds with 1 minute left. All right, going to take Ozzie Virgil, Gorman Thomas. 2 cards that I use in my bronze tournaments. 2 good choices. Bob Baylor, backup shortstop, and makes not a lot of pitching here. Yeah. We'll take Baylor and Stephenson. 25 seconds to go. 6 pitchers. I got to go all pitchers here now. Funk and Bridges. Now 5 cards in the last round. I've got 5, 6, 8 pitchers. I want 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and one of the best second basemen in iron, bronze, Woody Held. There we go. We got the draft in the nick of time. Now for your setups, again, you can go and you can do the strategy. What Kidneys recommends is that you kind of put a pitch count on here, put a pitch count for your relievers around kind of the 30 mark, kind of go with, 96 or 97 there and, 70-ish around for that. Knock down the stolen bases, maybe all the way to the bottom or 1 tick up. Maybe 1 tick up on base running. This is my own kind of looking at what Kidneys has suggested and then making my own little tweaks. I don't like to walk players on purpose. And these I kind of, based on my defense that I draft, I might boost them up a little bit. And then my starters, I want them to go the full pitch count. And we'll just leave it like that. So you don't need to make huge, drastic changes, except maybe your stealing bases, your intentional walks. And then for your pitchers, kind of look at their stamina and come up with a pitch count. I usually go about 8 to 10 higher than their stamina for modern tournaments. So for Carpenter, his stamina is about 85. I might go like 95. Bryn Smith, 78. I might go 88. Hudson's 76, so I'm going to go 85. Best stamina guy, 88. I'm going to go 97. And Jim Cat, we're going to go 7. For your closer, I like to look if they have stamina over 14, 15. I like to put him as a stopper. So Marshall Bridges has a stamina of 17. I'm going to move him to stopper. And I just like to set everyone to middle relief. Just what I do. And for these guys here, I don't need an emergency starter pitcher because all of these guys will be rested. So I'm going to go mop up. And now I'll go back to strategy. My highest stamina guy is 97 pitches. So I'm going to put 97 Don't want any pitcher going higher than 97. Maximum pitch count for my starters, 97. So theoretically, the game should pull them when they hit that pitch count, theoretically. Hey, Cubs fan Steve, talk about synchronicity. On a day you get called out for your resubscription, you get a pack with a Harry Heilman. What level is he? Is he a diamond? I don't know every card in a lot of detail. All right, let's go to my hitters. And again, I like to sort by contact and power. And if you notice, my screen here with my menus might be different than yours. You can customize it. New players, go to your top left view screen, click Customize, and there are many different things that you can add into your screen menu. So we're looking at batters. I can add some batter ratings, or I can take some out. You can look at batting stats and add some of these. Same with the pitchers. When you go and you look at your pitchers, go to View, Customize, Pitching Ratings, and if you want to add or subtract any of these things or move them in your menu wherever you want, you can do that right there. Once they're in here, you can click and drag them anywhere in your screen as well. So I like to have control. I like to have pitcher BABIP. I like to have pitcher home run rating all on the screen here. And for hitters, I really basically look at control versus left, power versus left, control versus right, and power versus right. Those are kind of the main four I look at. Maybe speed for a leadoff guy. So control versus left, Keith Moreland's pretty high up there, but I got Mookie Betts in right field. So I'm pretty happy with who they put in automatically. Power, I like to have my three best power guys, 3, 4, and 5. So Garver, Thomas, Colbert. Thomas isn't in, which is okay because he's a bronze card, I think, or is he an iron card? Bronze card. Better against the lefties, though, a little bit. So because he's my second highest power guy against lefties, I want him in there. So I'm going to take out Giambi, and I'm going to put in Gorman Thomas. And I'm going to put him as the DH. So the game put in Jeremy Giambi, a higher rated card, but I like Gorman Thomas against the lefties. He's going to have a lower average, I think, than Giambi. Let's compare those two cards. Compare the cards and the ratings against the lefties. Gorman Thomas, Gorman Thomas, Gorman Thomas, Giambi, equal. So against the lefties, if you just look at their ratings, Gorman Thomas is better overall. And because they were DH, I don't even need to look at defense. So here's a case where I said to the computer, I said, I don't like your choice. I like Gorman Thomas better. I'm going to put him in the lineup. Who else do we got? So Garver, Thomas, Colbert, my three best power guys. So I want Mookie Betts up there. I'm going to put Allison down a little bit. So I got my three best power guys, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, you can look at and some people think you should have your fastest guy, your highest contact guy, top of the lineup. Mookie Betts is fairly high up there. Kind of want my best player hitting number 2, and Mookie Betts, I think, is my best player. And against the righties, same thing. Look at the contact. You look at the power. This time they do have Gorman Thomas in, who is, again, let's take a look. Let's compare the two, because do I want Giambi in against the righties? There's the righties here. So Giambi's better, fairly equal. Thomas is better, Giambi's better, Giambi's better. So just like I did with Thomas against the lefties, I'm going to do the same. But this time put Giambi in against the righties. Submit. Never forget to submit. And just go and check your lineup here. I always just put all these if starter tired. You can put substitution. You can put 3 games, every 4th game, every 5th game. But I just put when the subs are tired, because remember in my settings, I said bench when fatigue is at 96. So I'm hoping the game will handle that for me. And there we go. We are ready to rock and roll in Daily Perfect Draft number 4. I'll give you an update tomorrow. Look at my power, guys. A lot of power. Eyes pretty good. A lot of green, a lot of blue. A lot of green and blue in power. Defense, above average. And for pitchers, pitcher BABIP, which you want kind of above 80. And then your home run, you kind of want above 80. So I shouldn't give up a lot of home runs. We'll see how that turns out. All right, thanks again. Over 360 of you tuning in on this Monday. Hope your Monday's going well. Lots of leftovers if you celebrate Easter Monday. National Hug Your Dog Day, Safety Pin Day, National Cinnamon Crescent Swirl Day. Welcome in, guys. Let's go to chat. Let's see if I missed anything here. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go into my bronze tournament. And show you a little bit about, again, who I'm currently using in my bronze tournament. Because I've made a few videos. I've gone over my bronze tournament before, but probably tweaked it a little bit. And he's a perfect. The Harry Heilman was a perfect card. Good for you, Cubs fan Steve. Keep us updated on how he plays. Yep, Cito, absolutely. You want your best players at the top of the lineup because they get more at bats. Yeah, again with the game engine, Admiral, I don't know. I don't think. I hear people complain sometimes that pitchers won't pull in time, that pitchers are left in too long, and then they give up these 7-run 8th innings, that the game sometimes doesn't work like it should when you program it in. So I'm not going to, again, purport to be an expert and say that, hey, if you put it at 95, this exactly will happen. So I just use it as kind of a gauge. I go a little bit higher than what their in-game stamina is, and I just hope that the game pulls them when I want it to pull them. Mason Hasher, you're in that same perfect draft tournament. Well, good luck to you. Let's meet up in the finals. Let's talk about our final appearance tomorrow. Also, if you're a new player, once in a while, it's good to go to your transaction history and just take a kind of a quick peek at what you've been doing in Perfect Team or in your tournaments. Here it will show you, again, if you've won a pack. Here I won 1 pack from a tournament, 2 gold packs from a login reward. I've got achievements from in-game play, 1 pack from a tournament, 3 packs from a tournament. I won Jim Edmonds from a choice pack, which was pretty cool. So yeah, you can go back, fairly far and see how you've earned these perfect points or these packs from tournaments. All right, we are on an ad break right now. So subscribers, you don't have an ad. Everyone else does. We will be back in 2 minutes for our last segment of the show. All right, we are back after our last big ad break segment. Again, welcome in everyone. Good to see you here on this Monday. And Mason Hunter says, laptop is facing Gorgo in the first round. Oh, let me check that out a little bit. Let me just get to a different screen here. Let me go to my OOTP screen here. And there we go. And of course, we've got a download coming in. So I'm facing Gorgo in the first round of the tournament. And you might meet one of them in the semi. So is that the one I just drafted for, Mason? Is that the tournament we might face off in? Wow, Gorgo up against Laptop. Round 1. Keep me updated there by the end of the stream, Mason. Let me know how I'm making out against Gorgo. Tough competitor. All right, so going into my Gym Unknown Blue Jays team. This is my second team. Haven't paid a lot of attention to it. Every once in a while I'll pop in. I don't have this hooked up to Twitch, so I don't get affiliate drops on this one. This one is simply getting packs from tournaments. Draft tournament, I got a Joyce pack. Standard tournament, 3 packs. Login reward. So this is just getting points from in-game achievements and from tournaments. I only have one account hooked up to Twitch, and that's my Gladiators. The other ones, I just kind of go with the flow and see what my play gets me. So this one has 23 packs. It's got the gold, it's got the silver, it's got the choice pack. And this team is in bronze. So let's take a look at the history of this team a little bit. I don't even know what this team has done. So we started off in the entry pool week 1. We went right up to silver, which is never a good thing because I'm a free-to-play player on this team. And yeah, we got crushed. So we got moved down to bronze where we got crushed again, but we stayed in bronze and currently we're 4 and 5. This is just a placeholder right now. This is just a team that I put some cards together either from packs or from the card shop. And as you can see, I'm running a lot of iron and bronze. But I do have Dave Steeb. Yes, Dave Steeb is on this team too. Dave Steeb will be on every team that I own in Perfect Team 24. Again, one of my favorite players. And that's what's great about this game. It is about winning and losing, but it's still about having fun and putting players that you like on your teams. And right now he is a pretty good pitcher in the game. So I don't mind having him on my team. Welcome in, Dr. D. Hope the morning went well and you're all refreshed for the rest of the day. And yeah, Dr. D hasn't been on in a few days. He will be back on tomorrow, I believe. I will be raiding into him after my stream tomorrow. So check him out and his franchise play. Big Oakland A's fan and getting into Perfect Team as well. My pitchers, like I said, Dave Steeb splits Lundgren, who if you don't have him on your bronze tournament teams, look at this. Iron. Here's an iron card. Home run, big time. Pitcher BABIP, big time. I've had success with this card in my bronze tournaments. So even though it's a lower level iron card, he's got lousy control. But right now, it doesn't seem to be affecting anything. Like, look at this. He pitched 5 innings and gave up 1 walk. He's got 29 control, and he gave up 1 walk in that last game. So I don't find control too much of a hindrance. I like that high home run. Another guy is Wyckoff. High home run, doesn't give up a lot of home runs. Look at his games, his 4 games here. Didn't give up 1 home run as an iron card. Only 1 walk in each of those games with 28 control. So don't let the control fool you. If you're a new player and you see that and go, oh, he's got to be a really bad pitcher because he's got really poor control. Don't let it fool you. If you have high home run and high pitcher BABIP, put him in. Chances are he should do okay for you. And this is not a tournament team. This is just a bronze league play team. Oh, so I do want to get back to that question by Madden, Average Madden Guy, or Madden Average Guy. Thank you again so much for your subscription today. In terms of, do you need to own the cards in tournaments? Well, when you go to show tournaments, there's traditional and there's perfect drafts. Traditional tournaments, you have to own the cards. So if you enter into a gold tournament, you need some gold cards probably, or some silver, or some bronze. If you enter into a diamond tournament, you're going to face teams with a lot of diamond cards. If you enter an iron tournament, it's probably the easiest. All you need is iron cards. And if you go into bronze, which I like to play, I like the bronze tournaments. They fill up very quickly, but they regenerate. You can have bronze or iron cards. So traditional tournaments, Average Madden Guy, you have to have your own cards. For perfect drafts, you don't. Perfect drafts, you can enter any 2 tournaments. I'm going to enter the AM Historical. You guys want to compete against me tomorrow? 1922. Let's sign up for that one. Dead Ball Era, 1922. For that one, when you're drafting, you only need 3 starting pitchers. Just 3. Because it's 1922. These guys can pitch 140 pitches and they'll be rested for their next game 3 days later. So you don't need 5 pitchers for this one. So yeah, you can enter 2 of these tournaments and you will draft the cards for your tournament. You don't have to own them. So there you go, Average Madden Guy. You can play the traditionals with your own cards, or you can play the perfect drafts with the game cards. Which ones can you get tournaments in? It's typically the perfect draft. So if you look on perfect draft, you can win packs. Notice it says 2 diamond packs. Or anytime you say CPK, that's a card. So if you win this tournament, you get the choice of a 100 level card. There's 6 to choose from. If you come second place, you'll have 6 high diamond cards to choose from. And then lower down you go, the lower level the card's going to be. So even if you finish 16th place in this tournament, and there's 128 teams, you get the choice of 1 silver card. So yeah, definitely just look at the reward section here at what you can win. So your best option might be, if you want a card, enter one that has 64 teams and maybe pick a modern era. So the top 8 finishers will pick a card. D. Dempsey, one of your alts is in the 1922 one? Let's see. Where's my 1922? Historical AM. As long as my game doesn't crash. Alston Wolf Spiders, the Cheese Trucks. Jackson Generals, there's my team, the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. All right, well, good luck in that one, Dempsey. All right, so I'm going to go and open up some packs. At the bottom of the hour, we're going to raid into EBC. And in about 10 minutes, guys, we are going to have the contest, the giveaway for 15 packs for one user, 5 packs for a second place winner. So we'll do that. So here is a choice pack I have. It's a gold card. So I probably finished 3rd or 4th in this tournament. I can open it up. And here's the good thing. So Average Madden Guy, when you win a card, you don't have to pick one right away. You can look at them all. You can even right-click on it and find it in the card shop and see how much it's selling for. So this one's about 10,000. If you wanted to sell it, you could make 10,000 perfect points. You can see if they're in any missions by going to new buy order, not part of any missions right now. This one's worth 13,000 on average. And you can do that with all of your cards here. This one's worth 12,000. And then whichever card you win, you could play in your perfect team leagues. So Jim Edmonds, 17,000. So one person's willing to pay 10,000 right now. I could sell them right now for 10,000 perfect points. Soriano, he's going for about 11,000. And Gavi is going for about 11,000. So just based on the sales of these cards, Jim Edmonds is the most valuable. Probably because of his defense, I'm guessing. Maybe. And the other thing too for new players is you don't even have to pick a card today. You can exit out. You can go back and you can think on it. And that choice pack is still there. And you can come back 3 days later and you can open it up and take the card. So you don't have to select one right away. You might want to wait till Thursday and see if any are going to be in missions, because then it becomes more valuable. The only thing is if you win another choice pack, you have to choose a card in the first one before you can pick one in the second one. So if I had 2 choice packs, it won't let me look at the second choice pack now until I pick a card here. Indy Podge, no way. No way. You pulled a perfect Boog Powell? Indy Podge. High five it. High five it, man. Yeah, way to go. Perfect Boog Powell. Yeah, that card will play. Congratulations on that. Yeah, I don't have one on the screen, but hey, let's go like this. Let's check this out. Boog. I think at one time played for the Expos. Boog is worth 109,000. 109,000 perfect points. If you want to sell him, if you want to put him on the card shop, you could probably get maybe 125,000 perfect points. Wow. No tickles yet, Rob Deer and Headlights. No tickles yet. No, this channel, we do not give out tickles. But the ticket entry will be in about 10 minutes. So hang on for that, Baz. Coming soon. So Boog Powell. Power and I. Oh, what league are you in right now? Indy Podge, what league are you in? Indy Podge is giddy, guys. Indy Podge is giddy. Because whatever league you're in, Indy Podge, if you don't sell him, play him. Make sure he's in your lineup. Because he's got power and eye. He's going to hit some dingers. He's going to be on the leaderboard in your league. Oh, but you have a Padres theme team. Well, that sucks. But hey, you can sell them and cash in on that. So again, if you're searching for certain players, I can go here and I can type in Padres. And I can sort by historical. So yeah, as Dr. D says, if you can make 100, let's say you break even at 100,000 after taxes. Here are the current Padres that you can get. Pretty cheap too, a lot of them. Doesn't look like a lot of historical Padres in the game yet. Let's just see if I sort by SD. Oh, that doesn't work. Padres works better. Ken Caminiti, Gary Sheffield, Randy Reddy, Gary Lucas, and then Ashby and Gregerson look like they're your top picks. Now, on your theme team, is it any player that played on the Padres at any point in their career, or does it have to have Padres on the card? Because some theme teams, they say that it has to have San Diego on the card. Yeah, Boog is Winfield and Gwynn when time comes. The only thing you got to be careful with is that over time, some of these perfect cards lose their value quite a bit. That 100,000 Boog Powell might be 40,000 in a month's time, all depending on the card. It's a tough position. Hold it until better cards come out, or sell it now. And if you have the patience, just keep the points. Just bank them until a better card comes along. That's what I would do. You're not going to use them. Put them up for 130,000. I think 130,000 is fair. No one else has it listed. You can even go 140,000 and sell it and just hold on to the points. Oh yeah. What's this about offering some delicious barbecue? Well, if you're in the Edmonton region, feel free to bring that up. Or coffee. 9 times out of 10, I'll take coffee over barbecue. Although if you're 39 Cobra, he likes his chicken wings and beer. So we all have our different personal tastes for food and beverages. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. Any build a lineup cards you get, sell them because the price is going to come down. Like, unless you plan on playing them in tournaments or in league, sell them. You can rebuy it for half the price or less later on. All right, we're going to spend 5 minutes opening packs here, guys, and then we are going to have our contest. So let's open some packs. If you are a follower or a subscriber, use those emotes. Use the dogs. Who let the dogs out? Let's get some pack luck going here. Let's see if I can get my own Boog Powell. So pretty good. John. Good card there. That's what I'm doing with historicals too. Any historical that are in the build a lineup mission, I'm selling now because I'm not using them. So I'm going to sell because their prices are going to come down. So Curtis Granderson. Here's one. Curtis Granderson is part of 2 missions. April Fool's Day, Reggie Smith. It's a bronze card. In 2 weeks, 3 weeks, this card's going to be worth 100 points. So I'm not going to use them. I'm going to put them up for $5.99, which is around average. So I'd rather take $5.99 now than 100 perfect points later, even though it's not a duplicate. I'll get him later because he's in packs. There we go. We got Team Canada. We've got the dogs. Thank you, Lowry. Thank you, D. Dempsey. As you take out time for marking papers, I guess, or marking exams. Peanuts Lowry, not part of missions. Don't need to sell them. Hey, we got a gold card and an expo. Baylor Moore. The gold card is historical? No. Evan Phillips. Next up, gold card number 2. Hey, I'll take that one. Ryan Duran. What is your value, young man? You are going for about 2,000 perfect points. Not part of any missions. We'll keep that one. And this iron, not part of any missions either. So yeah, I'm selling mission cards. And look at that. Mystery Wildcat Bandit. Look at that. We've got the diamond. What do we got behind the diamond curtain? Second one I've pulled this year. Real Lamuto. Selling for just above minimum. So is he a duplicate? No. I'll keep him because it's not worth selling him because I could quick sell him for pretty close. Here we got a Ken Griffey Jr. Part of the April Fool's Day mission. Look at that last 10 price, $9.18. I can probably get him in a month's time for $200. Part of 2 missions. I'm going to put him on for $777. for an iron card. I don't consider that gouge. It's under the last 10 sales. It's part of 2 missions. No one else is listing them. I could put them for 2,000. No, I'm going to put them for 777. If you want the April Fool's Day Ken Griffey Jr., he is on the card shop. And look at this. We got a Topps card too. Check it out. I could keep it and submit it for my Topps Bunt code. And someone's willing to pay 130. I'll put it for 133, just in case any of you guys want it. 133 for the Nelson Cruz. Oh, wait a minute. This is a good bronze tournament card. I'm keeping this one. He is going to be part of my bronze tournaments. Yes. Nelson Cruz. Well, we're keeping that one. Yeah, he's a good platoon in bronze. Absolutely. He is a good platoon in bronze. I think I use him. I think it's against righties. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stratico, but I think he's the righty first baseman or outfielder. Jesse Barfield is a duplicate, selling for 158. I'm going to put him on for 133. If you need this Blue Jay legend with a gun of an arm, one of the best outfield arms in the 80s, Jesse Barfield on the card shop. 2 more packs and then we'll have our contest. 2 more packs. Oh, baby. Yes. Yes. Cubs fan Steve, the synchronicity is hitting today. You got a Harry Heilman. I sang to you the resubscription and I pull a Cubs Topps Bunt card. This is a gold card worth 10,000 perfect points. Woo! 10,000. If you guys want them, I'm going to put them for exactly what's last 10 value is. 10,789. If you're looking for Anthony Rizzo, it's on the card shop. And last pack is a bunch of low cards. Well, I call that a success. I picked up some really good cards there. No high historical diamond or perfect cards, but happened to pick up some really good value cards out there for the card shop. Okay, let's go to the contest screen. It is almost that time, your chance to win some packs and pull your own Harry Heilman. Are off to visit the conductor. Thank you guys for tuning in. Laptop Pound signing out of the studios. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening. Don't forget Rich Grisham might be on tonight for some more free packs. See you next episode. Have a wonderful day.